The decision to introduce Max with orchestral swing music was a late decision, but I'm so thankful I went through with it. It's a really suiting and different way of establishing a character in a Ben 10 story. It's a very good tell of his older age and background. This record player also has a more futuristic design and blends the old with the new. This establishing shot shows that Max is camped out in this forest area, living in his classic RV opposed to in a plumber base working. In his old age at this point he just wants nothing but his music and the peace of the wilderness unless the plumbers need him. Another reason I love this is now we can get an action scene synced to a swing song, which I don't believe has been done before in Ben 10, so it was a nice experimentation and change from what fans traditionally expect. You can see that we actually gave Rath some clothing here as well as a necklace inspired by the MCU Black Panther suit actually. You never see below the belt, but here he is also wearing pants. I like to think this is the Omnitrix's response to the moment in Ben 10 Omniverse where Ben realizes Rath has been naked this whole time. This device on Ben's hand is actually the Omnitrix taking parts of Petrosapien DNA and applying it to an isolated part of Ben's body as protection. This shows that the Omnitrix has now evolved as it does in every series going forward. Every Ben 10,000 has their own kinda gimmick, and this is that for this Ben, I guess. In the aftermath of the fight near the monument, Ben takes a breather on top of this rooftop. He looks to the guy and sees a shooting star, mirroring the opening scene. In both instances Ben sees a shooting star and says that's always a good sign, and then we see that that's seemingly not the case. This is just a fun callback to the beginning and acts as another running gag. Now we see our first look at Tetrax in this movie after his encounter with Vilgax in space. Now we bring back a feature of the Omnitrix introduced in Alien Force, the Omnitrix speaker. This was originally used a lot more, but at some point I felt less and less on the idea of the Omnitrix talking. In another draft of this movie I even had full interactions between the device and Ben. Now in this scene Ben originally came to confront 7-7 face to face opposed to through the plumber's CCTV. A clip of this even appeared in the first teaser for the movie. And in this scene we discover the sorta minor twist that this former villain who Ben has fought a few times before is actually on their side in this story. Additionally we also find out that Tetrax is also involved. Tetrax's suit is mostly accurate to his look in the original series with slight deviations. And to finish off this whole interaction, Tetrax tells Ben to go to Primus, which kicks off the main narrative after all the setup in the beginning.
Nice to see some friendly faces.
Well, if the intimidation factor didn't work,